Hello YouTube, Kaitlyn here. Today is Veda Day 25 and we are going to talk about who should be elected to be president in the United States in 2016 today. Isn't there a saying that you're not supposed to talk about religion or politics at a dinner party? So if my channel was a dinner party, we have really broken that rule. Gwyneth W. wants to know, out of all the potential presidential candidates for 2016, who would I vote for? D's nuts for president, of course! Ooh. Okay, no. I mean, maybe, but no. To answer your question simply, I don't know. If I'm being completely honest, I don't think I trust anyone running for president right now. And being able to trust a candidate is kind of one of my own criteria for being able to vote for someone. Well, let me see this. I think I do trust Bernie Sanders in that he's going to do what he says he's going to do, but I'm not sure if I entirely agree with all of his policies. Like, they sound nice in theory, but it would be a dynamic shift for the United States if that were to actually happen. I don't trust any of the Republican candidates, like not even as far as I could throw them. I haven't been able to trust the Republican Party as a whole for quite a few years now, because really, I just don't trust politicians. I actually voted for Hillary Clinton in the 2008 primary, but that was mostly because I was like, yeah, we need a female president, woo! But I thought you were going to be the first female president. Yeah, well, I guess I wasn't really thinking that all the way through when I was voting. The candidate that I've been most interested in recently is Bernie Sanders, just because he seems less like a politician and more like a public servant, which is really what elected officials are supposed to be. But for me to vote for anyone, it's going to take a lot of research on the candidate's policies. I think a lot of times we're like, oh, he's attractive, or ooh, she's ugly, or I think I could have a beer with him, and that's how we vote. Or we always vote a particular party regardless of the candidate just because we think we're supposed to vote for that party. Like, do you have to vote Republican if you're a Christian? No, you don't. They're not gonna kick you out of the church for voting Democrat or Libertarian or Independent. Like, what about separation of church and state? And then what about Donald Trump? Oh, okay. At first I was like, people cannot actually want to elect a reality star millionaire for president. And now, although I don't think that I will vote for him, I can see why people are interested in him. Granted, every time he has a conversation, it comes out looking more like an argument than actually a discussion, but I will say that he seems to tell it like it is a lot more than any of the other candidates. And that's because he's not a politician, he's a performer, which, while different, is also probably something that shouldn't be in the White House either. I do think, though, he's making people think about the candidates a little more because they're realizing that they're fed up with politicians and they're like, oh, this is new, this is different. Maybe I should actually consider who I'm voting for a little bit more this time. Which, as much as I don't like Donald Trump, what he is creating, I think is actually really good for us as a voting democracy. And if you live outside of the US and you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm really sorry. I just had to be like super American today, and sometimes that happens. Most of the time I'm like, let's be international, world friendly, but this, I don't know, I had to answer this question. So why don't you tell me in the comments who you would vote for in the 2016 presidential election? And remember to like, favorite, share, and subscribe if this video made you smile. See you guys tomorrow. I have hurt my eyeball, so I'm having to wear glasses. Boo.